Howdy y'all, and welcome back to Aquaholic Fishing. In today's video, we're going to talk about getting that largemouth bass bite during the month of October. Guys, I can't believe it's already October. A lot of people in the northern half of the United States are already starting to get chilly, already starting to get a little bit cold, if you will. In the southern half of the United States, we're starting to get a little bit of relief finally from all of that crazy heat. These folks are talking about, I can't wait for Halloween. I can't wait for the holidays. Hold your horses, guys. This is the most opportunistic time for us bass fishermen, us bass anglers down in the south especially. Hold your horses. Halloween can wait just a little bit. Let us get a couple of bites and then we'll move forward into the holidays. If you have shad in your areas, bluegill in your areas, any type of sunfish, any kind of bait fish, those bass are out there and fully targeting those bait fish right now in preparation for a long winter. Why they're out there chasing those baits? My number one bait right now is the soft plastic jerk bait. Whether you're throwing the Zoom Fluke, the Zoom Super Fluke, or even that deadly little sonar minnow that the forward-facing sonar guys are throwing, put this little dude right here on a drop shot hook and thank me later, guys. That's one of the best kept secrets out there in ponds and rivers with slow-moving current. I also like to throw the 6-inch Zoom Super Fluke at this time, whether it's in the albino color, the white pearl, or the white ice. Both of these will get bit crazy bites from that largemouth bass during the month of October. The largemouth bass are starting to move up during the month of October. They are more comfortable down here in the south with these temperatures inside the water column. Bass are stalking bait fish and bowling them up close to the bank at this time. Allow your fluke to sink and just give it simple pauses and twitches up against that bank, and it is surely going to bring that big bass bite from them largemouth bass. Guys, you got to remember, everybody is crazy right now about matching the hatch. You got to match the hatch. If you get a similar bait profile and you get something that has some of the colors that mimic the bait or the forage within the water column, you're going to get bit. Don't be too crazy about match the hatch. Match it closely if you can. If you can't, match the bait profile and size, and you'll get just as many largemouth bass bites during the month of October. That soft plastic jerk bait during the month of October is one of the only soft baits that I'll be throwing. All the rest of them are really going to be hard baits unless the bite gets really difficult during that month of October. My second one, dropping into the water column some, is the good old-fashioned spinner bait, guys. One of my favorite spinner baits of all times comes from Nichols Lures. If you're using the single willow blade, the double willow blade, any type of Nichols spinner baits, I like to use 3/8 or ½ ounce during the month of October predominantly. If I'm using the single blade, not the Colorado blade, but the willow leaf blade, I like to always have that little flasher on side. Whether it's red, chartreuse, or whatever, it's a very good target for the largemouth bass to chase after, especially in some murky, muddy water. That's just a personal preference of mine. The spinnerbait mimics a ball of shad very well, and the largemouth bass just cannot get enough of the shad this time of year. If you have shad in the waters that you are fishing, or even sunfish, these beautiful spinnerbaits will certainly get you bit, especially during the month of October when chasing largemouth bass. Whether you're using the Colorado or the willow leaf blades, make sure you are bouncing those blades into structure, cover, or anything you can. This will get you a few extra bite opportunities when chasing the largemouth bass during the month of October. If you want to throw the quarter, throw the quarter. Personally, I like the 3/8, I like the ½ ounce, and I really love the Nichols Lures spinner baits. They are just quality, quantity, you get what you pay for, and they are a really dynamic price point for the quality of the bait that you get. What are some of your guys' favorite largemouth bass fishing lures, whether it's soft plastic or hard baits during the month of October? Let me know down in the comments, guys, and I'll try to work those into my rotation as well. See if we can get hooked up, picked up by them big, beautiful bass bites. Number 3, staying inside the water column. Another hard bait that I like to throw during the month of October when chasing largemouth bass is that beautiful swim jig, guys. The only version of the swim jig that I like to throw is the dirty jigs variety. They just do not let you down. They're a top quality bait. You're gonna pay a little bit more for those guys, but I'm telling you right now, if you're not throwing a swim jig or a football jig this time of year, you're missing out. Moreover, the swim jig variety is what we're talking about. While the other baits won't get touched, slow things down with a lightweighted swim jig presentation. I prefer dirty jig swim jigs 100%. They are phenomenal right out of the package. I like super small trailers with a little more subtle action when pairing them with the swimming presentation. My fourth largemouth bass lure during the month of October is an old school favorite, a square bill crankbait. Working these small baits erratically with sudden directional changes will get a slobber knocker of a bass bite. Burn, stop, burn, twitch, twitch, pause. Any type of erratic movements or motions will get you bit by these largemouth bass during the month of October. Here's a couple of my favorites, guys, as far as crankbaits. If you're not crazy about the crankbait itself, go to something like the Fritz side or go with something that's a little bit different. Yes, it has some sort of a bill up in the front of it. Some are shallow, some are deeper divers. But if you're not crazy just about the square bill crankbait, you can even go lipless. I would think about using something that has shad colors, bluegill colors, a little chartreuse, a little orange, or a little red during the month of October when you're chasing that largemouth bass bite. If that's not enough, guys, number 5, I'm going right back to that topwater lure. I like the old-fashioned buzzbait. I like the topwater popper. You can throw those poppers, you can throw those ploppers, you can throw the walking baits, anything like that. You're gonna be able to get bit during low light conditions and throughout the day. As those temperatures start dropping inside the water column, those bass will start feeding up on those topwater presentations almost all day long, which is an absolute blessing for us anglers because almost all of us prefer that beautiful largemouth bass bite from a topwater lure. Guys, understand the majority of these guys are out here hunting now. They're wearing that camouflage. They're out there hunting. They're not fishing. You and I have that water pretty much to ourselves. Get out there, enjoy the moment, enjoy the weather. Let's not worry so much about the pumpkin carving and all that other crazy hoopla at this time. Let's get out there, chase that almighty largemouth bass bite, enjoy your October. I hope it's fruitful as far as your catching. I hope you enjoyed this fall weather, and I'll see you guys on the next one. We will talk to you soon, guys.